न चैतद् विद्मः कतरन्नो गरीयो यद्वा जयेम यदि वा नो जयेयो यन् एव हत्वा न जिजीविषांस देव स्थिताः प्रमुखे धार्तराष्ट्राः. Nor do we know which is better, conquering them or being conquered by them. If we killed the sons of Dhritarashtra, we should not care to live. Yet they are now standing before us on the battlefield. Purport: Arjuna did not know whether he should fight and risk unnecessary violence, although fighting is the duty of Kshatriyas, or whether he should refrain and live by begging. If he did not conquer the enemy, begging would be his only means of subsistence, nor was there certainty of victory, because either side might emerge victorious. Even if victory awaited them, still, if the sons of Dhritarashtra died in battle, it would be very difficult to live in their absence. Under the circumstances, that would be another kind of defeat for them. All these considerations by Arjuna definitely proved that not only was he a great devotee of the Lord, but he was also highly enlightened and had complete control over his mind and senses. His desire to live by begging, although he was born in the royal household, is another sign of detachment. He was truly victorious. He was truly virtuous, as these qualities, combined with his faith in the words of the instruction of Sri Krishna, his spiritual master, indicate. It is concluded that Arjuna was quite fit for liberation. Unless the senses are controlled, there is no chance of elevation to the platform of knowledge, and without knowledge and devotion, there is no chance of liberation. Arjuna was competent in all these attributes over and above his enormous attributes in his material relationship. So, Arjuna is completely confused here. He is saying, nor do we know which is better, conquering them or being conquered by them. So, Arjuna is difficult to understand whether winning the battle is good or losing the battle is good. So, he is in delusion, he is in dilemma. Actually, in this world, sometimes we feel that this is good for me and that is bad for me. In fact, on absolute point of view, it's very difficult to say which is good and which is bad, what is good and what is bad. It's very difficult. There is a story of one king. So, his minister said to him, once he got injured and his minister said to him that whatever happens is for good. And king was very annoyed. King thought that I got injured and he is saying that whatever has happened is good. So immediately that king imprisoned his minister and then he went for hunting. And when he went there, he was caught by few forest dwellers and they wanted to offer this king to goddess as a bali for sacrifice. And when they bathed him, they understood that, or they could see that he was injured, so he wasn't qualified for sacrifice, and they rejected him. And then king came back and he realized that whatever has happened was good. Then he released minister and he said, okay, that injury was good for me, but how going to jail was good for you? I arrested you and you were in the jail for so much time, so anyway it was bad for you. And minister said, no, if I would have been out, I would have accompanied you and they would have sacrificed me. So anyway, that would have been bad situation for me, but by remaining in the jail I was saved, so even though that was also good for me. This is just a story, just to elaborate the point or explain the point that it's very difficult to know. So for king, being injured was good, and for minister to be arrested by the king was good. So sometimes immediately we become very unhappy when some problem comes in our life. We get dejected, we get frustrated, we get very annoyed, very unhappy. But actually, to the degree we go through the suffering, to that degree we understand the higher values of the life. If we take it in positive way and if we understand, tolerate. Pandavas, they went to the forest. Apparently they suffered so much for so many years, but because of that exile they became more powerful, they became more effulgent, they became great personalities. So in fact that going to the forest was good for Pandavas ultimately. So apparently we may suffer now, but it may be good for our future, so we come to know later. Okay, thank you so much. Hare Krishna.